Our data analysis now shows that the 7 pillars process has been hugely effective at reducing our claims for the organization, but also many of those organizations that are part of our national grant focused on effective communication following harm and its impact on liability claims and liability premium and a lot of the other financial aspects of this approach to patient harm. One particular case that we have that I think illustrates the effectiveness of the 7 pillars involves a patient with cancer who received a second inadvertent dose of chemotherapy. And because of that mistake, the patient sustained substantial injury to her mucous membranes. But the doc had come to our office because this hadn't happened to him before. He knew about the 7 pillars program and had come in asking us for help about how to have that conversation. He cried with her when he explained to her that he'd made a mistake. He'd given her this second dose of chemotherapy and it had caused her this much pain and these many problems. And he told her that he understood now how it is that it happened and what he could do to make sure it didn't happen again, but that he was mortified at what it is they'd done, and he felt so terrible about what had happened and recognized how much pain that she had been in. After many minutes and conversation kind of moving forward, eventually she reached forward and actually hugged this physician. And as she started to cry and thanked him for being so honest with her and explaining things to her that she knew that he may not have to do that she may never have found out that mistakes had been made. But then she also said something pretty extraordinary that has changed me forever and also changed the oncologist forever. And that is when she said that she'd been prepared to tell him when he was coming up to the unit, and she knew he was coming to meet with her. She was prepared to tell him that she would rather die than to continue this cancer treatment. But now that she knew that the way she felt, the pain she felt, was because he had made a mistake that he was committed to make sure he didn't do again, that it wouldn't happen again, that she would have the courage to continue through this cancer treatment. And she did. And now, 4 years out, she's a cancer survivor. And not only is she a cancer survivor, but he also the oncologist became one of the biggest physician champions we have for this entire process.